Okay everyone, here's the Mercedes Museum. We're going to go inside. Remember when we were at the Greenwich?
Yeah, right.
Paul,
Yes.
Paul was excited. Tell everyone where we are.
This is the Mercedes Benz Museum.
Yes.
The inventors of cars worldwide.
Yes, so you know. Because I have taken Paul to Stuttgart to see Wicked, I figured I'd better come to the Mercedes Benz and the Porsche museums to appease him. Seeing as he's going to have to watch Wicked in German.
This is a work of art. Look at the polished concrete floor, it's awesome.
Look, he's excited. It's so cute when you get excited about this. It's quite futuristic really, isn't it? It's looking up in the Mercedes. Oh look, there's the logo, that's quite cool.
This is the replica of the first car built in 1886 by Daimler and Benz.
I just read about that. It's called a grandfather clock, that engine. Am I right? Are you impressed that I knew that? Yes. You can't hear me anyway. There you are, car people. Wouldn't want to take that away before you got to see that properly. Okay, so this one has got 4 wheels. The first one had 3 wheels, you know, like a bike or a tricycle, but they couldn't steer very well with that, so they had the 4 wheels to navigate corners better. So what a wealth of information I am.
There's the coach without the horses, you see.
Yeah. It's really good. My grandfather would love to have seen this. I'll just zip along and have a little... Beautiful. Trucks. Car enthusiasts, here is Paul.
Well, they changed the mechanism. There's no longer a chain. This is like the beginning of a diff with the cogs running onto the wheel, so there's no chain.
That's for all the men watching.
1898.
The invention of the ute, I call that. Okay, this was the top of the line Mercedes in 1903. Isn't that cool?
Wilhelm Maybach designed this, and the guy who was first purchased it, placed the first order, they named the car after that guy's daughter, Mercedes.
Look at that cute little car. And so that's it, that is the car that Mercedes was named after. Yeah. Is that her actual car?
Well, it wasn't hers, it was his, named after the daughter. And this one,
isn't that beautiful?
This was the first radiator. This was the first radiator invented in the world, and everyone else copied it immediately after that. Lower centre of gravity, for better stability and the cooling system so they didn't overheat. It kept perfecting things.
Okay, so that Mercedes that Paul was talking about, this is it, and that is the oldest Mercedes still in existence. It's very cool. It's very cute actually. I like that one. Here's a convertible, that's what I called it. Paul was just telling me that if you owned one of those, the tax they had to pay was more than a doctor would earn. 5 times more than a doctor would earn in a year. Wow. I wonder what they did, the people who owned those cars. That's a beautiful one actually. There's another one there. Okay, further information.
In 1972, they manufactured the 300 SEL 6.3, which was at the sealed beam headlights. If you were anyone and all of the engine and gearbox came out of the 600 Grosser, which was a very big heavy car, and they put it into this car, and this became a cult car. So this was the fastest production car sedan in the world, and if you were big in business or you wanted recognition, you had a 300 SEL 6.3. This was one of the cult cars of the world.
There we are, everybody. He's in his element. He's like a kid in a toy shop here. I like this one. It's got the beautiful red leather seats. Look at that. I actually think that this one here is my favourite in the whole exhibition. Look at this. How cool is that? I reckon that would be cool to have right now.
It's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, I love that one. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I always think of that Billy Joel song, you know, with the white wall tyres. When I see those tyres. Our son Max saw a car when we were in LA. And what was it, Paul?
SLR.
An SLR. And this is the original one of it, Maxi. If you're looking at this, look at that. And then it's on top of this little truck thing, like it's just so perfectly fitted to that to transport it. I'm going to find a new favourite in this section. Look at that green. I won't drive in a green car because I think they're unlucky. That's the result. That's the result of an old boyfriend's mother telling me they were unlucky, and it's stayed with me. It's my only superstition, but I do think that's a beautiful emerald green car. Actually, that's like the Emerald City. One short day in the Emerald City. That's great. Now we're talking. Look at that one. That's awesome. I love that silver and red combination. Inside. What year is that? That's 1955. That is beautiful. And look at this orange one in the distance. That's pretty amazing. That's cool too, but I really like the coloured ones. Isn't that a hot looking car? And look at the wheels. That's awesome. And even inside I love the way they've got that orange. That's beautiful. That's the gull wing one from the back. Isn't that great? I love that. Just told me that Clark Gable and Elvis Presley had one of these orange ones. Was it orange though? They wouldn't have had orange.
I don't know what colour.
How beautiful. I would have driven the orange one. Yes.
Orange or red?
No, I quite like orange because it's different. So there's the Pope Mobile from a distance. That's a better shot.
Looks like a dentist chair. So you're going to get your teeth out.
I know, it's funny, isn't it? That's the chair up there that he sits in, waves. What is actually really good about this museum is it's not just a history of the cars, it's actually a history of modern Europe. And like it's got, you know, the first man on the moon, and then, you know, rock concerts, it's Woodstock, and, you know, things going all down here, like all different pictures, setting the cars into what time frame they were. It's really interesting. So it goes all the way up there. See, each of those little pictures represents something. Paul will be in his element with that one. That's his favourite. Like if he could just have like a little collectible car, that would be it. He loves that, and that's so cool. It's got like a chrome roof. Okay, this car here used to belong to Princess Diana.
She was the first of the royal family to drive a foreign car, which she got a lot of criticism.
Here's a picture of her wearing it. Oh, her in it. Here's a significant one for us YouTubers, the launch of the World Wide Web in 1991. Who would have thought? So this is the latest E500, is that correct? 2009 we are, and this is it here. I don't know, I kind of like that orange one that we saw before. What was your favourite one? It kind of looks like something to me that a car enthusiast would want me to put in this video. All the different, I don't know what it is, 75 years of silver arrow. There we go. Okay, car fanatics, I thought I better not leave this point of interest out. I'm going to show you this car over here, which I thought was just kind of like a bit of a futuristic thing, but you know what that is? In 1938, Rudolf Currichel recorded the highest speed ever attained on a public road to this day, and that was 268.9 miles per hour in 1938. It's incredible. So there's like a series of the speed ones. And thus concludes the tour of the Mercedes Museum. You know I always like to come back when I say the video's finished. I've just found another car. This is like a futuristic car. I love this. Why don't they do this one now? Look at that. Isn't that cool? Let's drive around, move around. Okay, and look at the wheels. That is too cool. I love that. I love that glass roof like that. Okay, just on our way out, but this is a futuristic, well, not so futuristic, it's one of their cars that is going to lower fuel consumption and, you know, have lesser involvement in making it so that there's less wastage and thus better for the planet. That's kind of cool looking, that car. So there is the Mercedes Museum. That was an incredible building.